This is Vietnam, and this is China. Can you tell the difference? Well, to start, one has 4 more stars on its flag. Jokes aside, for many years, international companies have built factories in China to take advantage of cheap labor. But as China's economy grew, so did its wages. Because big companies are always looking to cut costs and raise profits, many began moving their factories to countries with lower wages. And Vietnam became one of the top choices. This shift has fueled Vietnam's fast economic growth. Foreign investment and new factories have boosted the country's exports, jobs, and overall industrial power. That's the idea behind today's video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm Mercenary, and today we're turning Vietnam into a mega factory, producing all kinds of goods and resources, including nuclear weapons. Let's begin. Vietnam starting socialist will play a big role in our strategy this game. Let's start with the policies: ignore safety regulations and improve infrastructure. Build an electronic factory, fertilizer, motor, steel, and civilian factory. We'll justify on Cambodia and Laos. Let's get rid of both of these policies. Max government spending, advanced supercomputers, cybernetic infantry, small arms, aggressive general, nice. I'll try to do this formidable. The plus 8% tax income's pretty good. Only needs Laos and Cambodia. Let's jungle specialize our infantry, starts training them. Mass production, grand fleet, static lines. I noticed Thailand is a player. Dude, good thing about Vietnam, it already produces a huge amount of resources. We don't have to buy much. Got our consumer goods. 25 to Mexico, perfect. 11 to Pakistan, 9 to South Korea. Research, education spending, tier 4 anti-corruption. Let's put on the policy, favor the political elite. That's a bit too much, isn't it? Let's get rid of research spending. Thailand has attacked Laos. After the update, you actually have to occupy one of the cities to quote-unquote steal treasury, so that's what we'll do. I'll try to capture one city from Laos and then just let Thailand do all the work. Let's hope we can do this. We're way too late, aren't we? We did not get that. Wait, did we? Oh my god, we got that. Okay, nice. We can steal the treasury. A war with Thailand is gonna have to happen. I do want some defense. Let's build an aircraft factory and say 3 more electronics. Propaganda only. Build some tanks on the capital. This guy's going straight for me. You can see on the left there, he is building quite a force on my border. A destroyer and a piece of artillery too. That's good, but I really need to sell these electronics right now because we are in a bad financial situation. Let's drop the education spending. I need the additional income right now, especially if Thailand's about to invade us. All those factories, we can do 52 electronics to the internal, plus 15 research output, minus 15 developed city cost. Thailand has left the game. Let's justify. Low party loyalty. Bro, I gotta keep an eye on this because I'm lacking behind. Okay, back up to max education spending. Minimum party loyalty. Ooh, Pakistan became a player and cancel our trades. Russia wants aircraft parts. Sure. Oil shortage. Nice. Well, once it happens the first time, it's never happening again, because then you'll get PTSD. We just lost all of our tanks. We weren't gonna invade Thailand with tanks anyway because it's a jungle. Hong Kong, Macau. Some quick money from those micro-states. Constitutional monarch power. If we do limited resource subsidization, we get double internal markets income for not that many debuffs, I feel like. So, you know what? Let's do this. Could even do moderate, but that's a bit more extreme. State atheism. Mainly going for lots of research this game because that will allow us to rush nukes. Let's build 2 more civilian factories. Yet another electronic factory. Maximum taxation and research spending. Got enough consumer goods to sell to the internal market. Whoa. Ukraine's conquering Russia. Thailand is now gone. But before we annex them, I want to make sure I'm out of every single war we're in. So we will try to kill Hong Kong real quick. They just keep making troops though. illegal firearm regulation. There we are. Now we can annex Thailand. And form, right after that, the Southern Realm. Get a modifier out of that. Let's develop everything. We have some rising corruption, up that by 1 tier. I'm going to attack the Maldives and the Seychelles. Start attacking every island we can, just for some quick money. Moderate war bonds. Emergency war fund. Actually making an income now. 7 million, not too bad. What rank are we? Rank 5. Construct a fort on the capital. So we need 158 electronics to do Computer Advancement Act. It's quite a bit. Right now we are focusing entirely on development. Get in some investments too. Only focusing on the pop growth ones. Yeah, we just got 20% pop growth on Ho Chi Minh City. Advance the Research Bureau. We'll just build electronic factories everywhere. Dump all of our money into that. Gotta get nukes somehow, right? Public Service Act. This would be really good for what we're trying to do. There we are. Computer Advancement Act. China's making 29 mil. What's he up to? Trades, not selling anything to the internal markets. Factory set up pretty decent. We can sell bulk to the internal markets for 1.5 mil per. What about electronics? 90, how much per? 2 mil? So this is much better. I will use all of that money to develop. The sooner we get nuclear weapons, probably the better. Start researching that. And then we'll start going into economy, factory output, robotic miners, advanced geological exploration, political improvements, and political science. In fact, I'm going to move these up, because there is a lot of policies that can give you resource output and factory output. Anti-corruption measures, refined resource management, tank improvements, support improvements. Finance minister plus 15 tax income. That's a pretty big modifier for being moderate. The guy's top of the food chain. By 2025, I want a factory on every single city in our core. I feel like that'd be a pretty good plan. Max healthcare spending. But you know, one thing we do need is uranium mines. We could try to expand into Australia. Welfare Act. Aircraft Subsidization Act. Already, I'd say we're a pretty high producer of goods. China, they're like a larger me. They're just producing more. What about electronics? Cuba's actually the one that's up there. Maybe we nuke him. I don't like competition. We're a socialist and capitalist clothing. We're gonna have to wipe out our competition this game. Cuba took over Canada. And they're tech sharing with the USA. I think these guys are going for nukes too. Check out the mined resources. Yep, all of the uranium cities have mines on them. Checks out, man. I'm gonna build a shipyard. Some shipyards. Oh, what is this? A backdoor arms contract? 2 bill? You know what? What's a little corruption? Develop everything right after that. Hell yeah, dude. Maybe that backdoor arms contract came at the perfect time and I can just build factories everywhere. We should do steel factories. Improve infrastructure. Let's do ignore safety regulations. I should have done that before developing. Steel factories in all of Cambodia. Oh, we do not have enough money for this, do we? I need to get 1 billion somehow. 1.1 billion, that's how much we need. By 2025, there'll be a factory on every single core we have. I decided to do steel because there is a lot of titanium on the map and iron. It'd be much easier to buy the resources for all of those. Corporate dealing? Hell yeah. I'm getting all of those factories everywhere before 2025. You better believe it. All right. And another development. Let's get rid of ignore safety regulations before we start having some major corruption issues. I probably need to go into improved refinement. 35 steel to the internal. And I can also do Mass Construction Act. Maybe we'll base up in Haiti and the Dominican Republic, because if I'm waging a war against Cuba, I'd like to have a base next to them. What are these guys doing, by the way? I mean, America's not developing as 2024. Start building some infrastructure in the core too. We need that for exploration mines. You need a minimum of level 5. Max security spending. And max out the anti-corruption too. Some battleships, some destroyers. Nice. GG, well played, Haiti. South Africa, we're gonna have to invade that guy, it looks like. I mean, 10,000 diamonds. War Eagle's 146 days. He has no navy. We should be good to take that over. Thing is, I don't want to kill the server before I get nukes. So I'm trying to be very tame with my conquests. That's why I've also been delaying the Cuban War, because once I take over America, I guarantee the server's gonna fall apart. I didn't say the factories had to be upkept, alright? Yo, rank 1. It's in the foreseeable future. How's Europe looking? Ukraine dominates everyone. Not that high in the rankings, surprisingly. Poland is still alive. Turkey. Who's this? Iberian Union? Who's in UK? Benelux. Wow, a nice consolidated, smooth Europe. Nothing is on fire. That is nice to look at. Australia is a player. Excellent. GG, well played, I think. They're not spawning any more troops. So I'm gonna use this navy, send it over to South Africa, and go take them out. We are on nuclear weapons design. Oh my gosh, already halfway done with it. That means we can start building uranium enrichers, which I will do. Let's make one of them. I do need a ton of infantry. United States trades buying 900 consumer goods at 0x value from Cuba, buying electronics from Cuba. It must be a duo. Yeah, let's see how much it costs to buy all of Maria's uranium. 840 mil. I'll take him. Siberia, 600, 300. Producing the first pieces of enriched uranium. We need 40 for a nuke. Australia's gone, so we get all of their uranium. How much do they have? 980. Excellent. So 1,000 electronics. Is that the most in this server? Let's hope it is. Come on. It is, but we got some more competition. Another power is trying to compete with us. Gambia. He's a communist, and he is only right here. Conquest is 282 days. That gives us enough time. We'll be prepared by then, surely. There it is. Check it out. Nuclear weapon design. Let's build some anti-air around the capital, put some fighters on it, and we'll construct a silo. This puts us in a war with the Philippines, Angola, basically all of this southern Africa bit. I do want to conquer the Philippines. Oh, they're an AI. Perfect. Maybe start working towards the Southeast Asian Federation. South Africa already saying GG. GG, well played, man. We're going all in. Communism. Let's go. Thankfully, communism is not as bad as it was. So I think that's the end of South Africa. We don't have to micro much down there. We have enough enriched uranium for our first nuclear weapon. Cuba's not actually allied to America, so I have to just defend America. What am I doing in Africa, mate? I'm getting my diamonds. Or I'm stealing South Africa's diamonds. That's what I'm doing. Because most of the actions in Europe, nobody cares about what's going on in Southeast Asia. We're a hidden superpower that nobody even cares about. We love that. But let's get some action. We're bombing New York. Consider this revenge for what America did during the Vietnam War. I gotta make some more though, because I do plan on nuking Japan. It's too large. Yeah, I was just expressing dominance over the server with that. We can build exploration mines in all of Cambodia. I was saying, right after we take over North America, server's dying. It is dying now. I haven't finished my industrialization. Let's put back on ignore safety regulations. And we're building one of every factory. Aircraft, electronic, steel, fertilizer, motor, civilian. There's gonna be a lot of deficit, we can say that. I see those forts everywhere, Japan. Although forts have been nerfed, I haven't actually versed post-update forts yet. The Japanese and Chinese have allied each other. How dare they? You know what, one thing we lack is air defense. I should make some of them. 42 cities. Defense. Let's construct forts on all of these. Infantry, artillery, lots of anti-air on that. GG, well played to those three. We have so many people now. 500 million. Aircraft carrier. Quite a bit of battleships. and some destroyers. I mean, at this point, we need more resources than anything, so let's swap over to Maoism. So I'm building another nuke, 2 nukes, one to get past the fort and then one to scorch it. My concern was his airports. He has a lot of airports, so let's build fighters all over the place. There it is. Nice. Tokyo's been bombed. Labor for dissidents. Oh, it reduces corruption gain now. Pretty nice. I wonder how hard it's going to be to take over China. So our troops have significantly higher stats, I would say, since he's entrenched right there and he's not really killing much. So I'm going to auto-capture Japan with his forts everywhere, and we're going to see how strong forts still are. I'm going to use a bunker buster. I luckily rolled one. Another promotion. Holy crap, dude. I don't know if he's went into resistance technology. GG, well played, Japan. Good sports, respect that. We still haven't seen max resistance tech with this forts everywhere, but I can already tell it's much better. No more competition. Got rid of it all. Did you outplay China? Wait, Mexico is still alive? And he's still in the game too. Wow, he's moved his capital to the Levant. Maybe he's trying to have a comeback arc. Yeah, Vietnam is really strong because of that early socialism. An early game formable too for +10 stability and a modifier. Dainam or Vietnam, super underrated, bro. I should work on reducing the building cost. That's a big part of exploration mines. If I can get that down, that'd be great. I probably won't do anything else with the rest of the server. They're just chilling. Yes, man, we share the wealth around. I know I conquered your country, but who says we can't be a little communist afterwards? Let's do encourage development and power generation act. Load up on investments. I feel comfortable spending half of the treasury on exploration mines. Let's do it. There goes China and Japan. And there goes Indonesia. We can form the Federation. Our people have suffered through colonialism and imperialism. It is time to strike up the common people to unite together. 63,000 consumer goods. It's not good enough. We need more until this Vietnam industrialization process is completed. Did the Gambia get conquered? They did. RIP Gambia. I need a lot of money and some uranium. It's Judgment Day. What you planning on doing, Mexico, huh? I can only think of one country that would be getting judged by Mexico, and that's most definitely going to be the Federation of Southeast Asian States. Clean, white, everything. What needs to happen now is factories everywhere. Well, let's go. Over 2,000 cities, 1 billion people. Oh my gosh, it costs so much money. I didn't even have enough money to do all of them. I'm gonna start cycling between maximum war bonds and moderate ones, just because I want more money. Check it out. Wow. It's not one of every factory yet, though. Still got a couple more to build. 235,000 aircraft parts production. Fertilizer everywhere. Motor everywhere. Then civilian. Now we've built one of every factory on every single city. Let's build some airports, shipyards, more developments, more recruitment centers, infrastructure. Who are you making nukes for? What the hell happened? Okay, we're rejoining. Crash? I think I did. I don't know what happened there. Still up? It is still up. Yeah, we're back. I don't know what happened there. I think I clicked the wrong button or something. Weird, I never had that happen before. Jesus, is it laggy or what? You see this? Okay, there is something wrong with my game. It's like freezing, isn't it? What is this? Oh god. Let me completely reset Roblox. Let me just close it all. Alright, let's see if it's happening in the lobby. It is not. Okay, that's good. Dude, we may have built too many factories and the game is just lagging. We've built too many damn factories, bro. Because I'm pretty sure it's because we lack supply. That's the reason this is happening. Yep, the only thing that's not being upkept right now is the fertilizer factories, and we need a lot of phosphate too. We have 31,000 enriched uranium. How many nukes can that get us? 775. Kind of want to blow up everyone. Everyone that has a decent sized empire, I want to blow them up. So that's what we'll do. All the nukes we can make. And I'm sneaking in Antarctica because why not? All right, let's do this. Nukes. Auto capture. Capture all. Doesn't seem like the nukes launched. We're gonna try again. Yeah, capture all is not gonna work, I don't think. All right, California, you get 75. Dravida Nadu, you get 74. Marathistan, you get 39. $20 to Argentina. Actually, 40 to Argentina. 21 on Antarctica. I think we have to do that multiple times. Even the best for last, guys. 300. These will go to the Sokoto Caliphate. Wow, dude. Those are for the Ottoman Empire. Hold on, let me launch the rest. Wow. Ottoman 123. What is Nigeria down to? 110. Do we have any more? We still have 300 nukes. What do we launch them on? I'm going all in Ottoman Empire. Down to 67 mil. Oh my gosh. All right, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.